We have Professor Ambrish Saxena with us today, who will be enlightening you about the different sectors of the media, what are the job opportunities available, and how you should be preparing for them. And the session will also be followed by questions and answers. So you can post your questions in the chat box. So after such session, we'll take the questions. So without much delay, I'd like to hand it over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tina. This session is, since it's being attended by the final year students, and everybody's concern should be that what will happen after they pass out, after they are in the job market, after having the BJMC degree. Obviously, for the last 1 year, a lot has happened. In the month of March, only last year, this COVID-19 struck and the lockdown is started. So on 21st, we will be completing 1 year, the day when this Janta curfew was imposed, followed by the lockdown. So during this period, the studies have hampered a lot as far as the face-to-face communication or the face-to-face delivery is concerned. Though every institution, we at DME also, we have been doing all that which is possible as far as continuing this whole education system, education process is concerned. We continued having the online classes. Even the internship was taken care of online. And even, I mean, we tried at DME to produce all those video lectures, which could be there as a ready-made material to the students and then followed by the classes, or rather we conceived the whole thing as a video lecture or the video content followed by the online classes, which was more or less on the tutorial mode. That is how we conceived and we try to execute that. So we all try to do that. And during this period, the students, I mean, you people also got promoted in one semester, another semester you have just appeared in the online examination. So all this happened. We all know that. And very shortly, I believe the college should reopen. Mostly the things appear to be in control, though nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. Because somewhere in some places or the other in the country, the cases are still rising again. And if unfortunately we are in the grip of the second wave, which many European countries have witnessed, then the things might be go ugly. But we should hope all for the best, and we hope that the things will be normal, things will be under control. And before you people pass out, we would certainly like to start your classes maybe for a month or two, whatever time remains available with us, to conclude at least your batch, your session, before you finally appear in your enter examination. So this is our hope. We feel that will eventually happen. Let us see what will happen within this month. Lot will depend as to how the things unfold in this month. And then hopefully in the first week of coming month, we can call you to the campus. But then whatever has happened, whatever will happen, we have to gear up to the occasion and we have to decide about your future, about your career and all. As you are concerned, we are also concerned because we are part of the same institution, we are part of the same stream, same setup. So we have to think collectively, and we have to find ways and means what all need to be done on our part for you, and what all you expect from the college. And then we can chalk out a strategy, we can make a plan, and accordingly we can execute that. Now, there might be many of you who may not be straight going to the job market, and you would have thought of pursuing your studies at the PG level, at the master's. They also need help. At least we feel that we should provide whatever help you need, even if you are not telling us that what help you need and whether you need some help or not. But it's our responsibility to provide you all that you are looking for. So those who intend to study further, whether in the country or outside, or which courses, where, what kind of institutions, which institutions, we will provide you all that consultancy, all that help that we know. Like in this session, I will try to give you whatever information I have and whatever information you people are looking for. And further, we can even invite experts in certain areas to talk to you people, or other teachers will be talking to you one to one and will be trying to address your issues, your problems, and all. And we will take this whole thing forward. Mine is the first lecture in that connection, but then we will follow it up with many more such exercises wherein you are providing all that input which you are looking for. So one is that those who want to study further at the PG level or the master's level. Then there are students, there should be students who decide to join one organization or the other immediately after obtaining the BGMC degree. Then there also you would have thought of, or else we would help you to make out as to where you intend to join, or where your heart and mind is, and what could be the most suitable area for your working, or what kind of organizations you will be better fitting into, and all that we will try to provide. Also, whatever placement opportunities are there, I mean, something or the other keep on happening in the job market, and whenever we get something, we always try to provide all that information to the people. The placement cell that is there in the DME Media School, which is headed by Mrs. Krishna Pandey and Mrs. Miss Tina Bora. So they are helping you out already. We will try to help you in a better manner, wherein more opportunities are taken to you, so that you can choose whatever you want to take. But then a few things definitely I would like to tell at the outset. You must understand the industry before entering into the job market, and you must understand the job opportunities which are there. Now, when I say industry, I believe that since this is your third year, your sixth semester, many of you might be knowing about the industry, might be having some first-hand idea about the industry also, because you would have undergone two internship. Though, as we discussed, the last internship was did actually not happen because of the COVID-19. You did not get a chance to go to the industry. Many of you, I know, have done the internship online, but it's all online. You would not have visited any media organization, any news organization. So the internship that you would have done in the first summers, that would have been your first direct interaction with the industry. But then, even after that, I mean that one-to-one first-hand experience is not there. But then, whatever information is available about the industry, many of you might be following it up, would have developed some understanding about the industry in the present day time. And also, you must understand the impact of COVID-19 in the industry. As far as impact is concerned, normally there is a notion that there are less jobs available as an impact of this COVID-19. This may be true to some extent, but this is not the complete truth, because certain jobs have vanished, certain new jobs have come up. One industry has got a setback, another industry has got an upbeat. So this is happening. This is a cycle. And this whole churning process happened at a fast pace during the pandemic period. Otherwise, this is a process which always keep on happening. The situation never remains the same in the industry. Things happen and things change. So we must have that kind of understanding. Now, on my part, I will tell you in brief about the sectors of the media industry, wherein I have understanding and wherein I feel I can provide you certain knowledge. But one thing I believe everybody understands, that we have entered into a digital age. Earlier also, I mean, digital age is not something which is very new. For last many years, rather more than a decade, since the time internet came, internet arrived, and since the time internet starts making a penetration gradually in different media sectors, in particular, and in all the sectors in general, there is no sector in the country which is not affected by the internet, in the sense wherein the things have not changed, things have not improved because of the penetration of internet. So anything that you would be doing, whichever medium, whether print or radio or television, internet will be an inseparable part of that. How? Like even if you decide to join the print media industry, and whether you are doing reporting or whether you are doing editing, you will be depending on internet sources. Even the news agency feed, that is also available on the internet. This means if you're working in a newspaper and the newspaper would have subscribed to the service of PTI. So there used to be a time where the hard copies were being supplied. Then there used to be a time when printers were there. And then the information was coming directly on those teleprinters. But now everything has been replaced by any platform which is internet based. This means if you hire the service as an organization of any news agency, the news agency feed will be available directly on your computer through the internet, right? So that is one. And then if you are working in a newspaper, suppose, then there will be a website of that newspaper. Almost all the newspapers have their website, and all the newspapers have their web editions. These are two different things. Web edition will be wherein the hard copy that you are reading in the morning, the same copy is available in the form of a web edition on the internet. Like this was happening during the pandemic period when people stopped mostly subscribing to the hard copy of the newspaper. Then those copies were available in the PDF form. Many newspapers were providing all that service to their readers themselves, and it all happened at the same time that the PDF copies were available in the public domain. And since I am in so many media groups, wherein the media educators are there, the journalists are there. So what was happening? The PDF copies of all the newspapers were being circulated to the benefit of everybody. I was almost getting 20-25 newspapers a day. So this was a good thing in the sense earlier I was subscribing to 4 newspapers at my home, and other newspapers obviously I was accessing on the net. But now on my WhatsApp group I was getting 25 newspapers, and these 25 newspapers belong to I mean, many newspapers which were being published outside the country, the newspapers of the UK, the newspapers of the US, the newspapers of Pakistan, the newspapers of China. I was getting all the newspapers. So this was in a way a good thing happened during the pandemic. My exposure increased and my horizon increased. That became more wide. I was directly reading the Global Times. I was directly reading the Dawn. And since it was coming on my WhatsApp, so obviously there was no such thing wherein I will make some extra effort to access such newspapers. Now, mind it, if you're working in a newspaper and you are asked to take care of the web edition of the newspaper, if you are asked to take care of the website of the newspaper, because on the website what will happen, the news will keep on updated. So your job will be to update the news on that website, right? Similarly, if I talk about radio in India, in the name of radio, only All India Radio is there in the sense as far as news is concerned. Obviously, if you want to go towards the entertainment side, then obviously all private FM channels. You should focus on that. You should listen to all those channels and all. But if we talk about news, news is available only on AIR, on different channels of All India Radio. There also, if any one of you is having an idea, All India Radio has also changed, though it's a very, very conventional organization, very old organization, which had not changed with the time. But within a very short span of 2 to 3 years, it has changed. And that speed of change has been very fast for the last 1 year during pandemic. They have their website. Now their services are also available on app. Now, if you want to listen to any program of All India Radio, like suppose if you want to have listen to the 8 o'clock bulletin of All India Radio this morning, and 8 o'clock you could not afford to listen to that. Now at this 11 o'clock you want to listen to that. So all that is available on the website of All India Radio. What else All India Radio does? They not only provide the recording of the bulletin of any program, but they are also providing that program in the textual form. So if you don't want to listen to the bulletin, you simply want to read as to what all news stories were covered in that bulletin. So you can simply read. So going from the job perspective, if suppose you decide to join the All India Radio news site, then they have a complete setup for that, wherein they hire young people on contract to take care of all these things. And if you want to do the entertainment side of radio, and you want to become a radio jockey, like in private FM radio also, broadly two types of jobs will be available. One will be that of the radio jockey, as we commonly say, the presenter. That job is available. And another is that you can join a private FM channel as a producer on the program side. So your job will be to think about the program, to think about new ideas, to ensure the production of a program. So you will be working behind the curtain. And also, you might join a private FM channels on the marketing side also, like as we call the digital marketing, because every media organization nowadays need people who are good in digital marketing. So that availability, that is also there in print, as I told you. So in print also, you have to be good in all these areas. Similarly, if we talk about television, uh, television again, television, when we say television, then the obvious reference is to satellite television. So the news channels like Z or Aaj Tak or ABP News or CNN, all such channels, right? Now here also you would have noticed that every channel has its website wherein they post the packages of all their bulletins and important stories, right? And also, they also present a lot of their stories in the text form. So suppose if you join a television channel, you might be posted or I mean, taking care of all these areas. Rather, I should tell you this, that all the news channels, they have their own digital wing, wherein you would come across with some openings in a news channel, but those openings are not in the main channel, the satellite channel, not in the newsroom and all. You will be posted on digital only, right? Now, if I can tell you something more about that, digital in the television news channels, what many channels have started doing, they are providing services in more than one language. Like if I can, I give you the example of Z. Now it's a Hindi channel. The English channel is beyond. Even Z English is there, but that is only on the digital platform. But I mean, just look at this kind of example. The Z channel is a Hindi channel. I mean, there are so many channels. So it is not just one channel is there in Z, and all the channels. I mean, many channels are in Hindi. Two channels yeah, are in Hindi in Z, and there are many language channels like Marathi. Z Marathi is there. Z Bangla is there. So these kind of language channels are there. These are all satellite channels. But then there is a channel which we know as Z English. This is a channel which is only on digital platform. It is not an independent satellite channel. Now what happens? I keep on about a year back, there were some openings in this channel, and the only condition that was put, and unfortunately, I have no hesitation in telling you this, in your senior batch, we found it too difficult to pick up the people who had interest in news, who had an inclination to join a TV news organization, and who were good in English and who could work in Z English. Hardly two or, I mean, I think 5 or 6 people opted for this. 2 or 3, I believe, we selected. We sent them to Z, but they were rejected. Rejected for the reason that they were not good in English. Now, this is a very live incident which happened with your senior batch only last year. Now you can understand the kind of problems that you people might be facing in the industry. The jobs are there. There are no suitable people to take that job. I very, I mean, fondly tell another example, which I don't know whether I told you or not, because I have all first-hand experiences with me, which I can tell you to keep your eyes open, to make your eyes open. Like one of my friends, he takes out a magazine which is considered the best magazine in the world, the magazine which is on liquor, right? He is always in need of sub-editors whose English is flawless, right? But then uh, I hardly find any such student in my team. I mean, among us team. And then who have a flair for writing, who are good in editing, English editing, and also who want to make a career in print media and who are ready to take such kind of challenges. So if you are looking for very comfortable jobs, there are no comfortable jobs in the market. There are jobs wherein you have to think whether you are suitable for those jobs or not. And if you find yourself not suitable, not prepared to the kind of jobs which are available, then you have to prepare yourself for those jobs. I will not say that you cannot prepare. Rather, I would say you should have prepared yourself for the last 2.5 years. Uh, But if you have not prepared yourself, that's your fault. But then better late than never. Even if you understand this today, what I am telling you in this session, then you should try to ensure your growth that way, to develop yourself that way, wherein you are fitting into the jobs which are available with slight improvement, with slight modifications. So that, but then obviously for that you need to understand the job market. So I gave you these examples, which I believe will help you in understanding. Now, regarding radio also, if I must tell you, you must know where the jobs are. I mean, there are two things which must be understood by everybody. One, what kind of jobs are available in the market, and what is your potential? What is your area of expertise? And both these things match. If there is a mismatch, you will face a tough time, right? How this can match? There are two things. Suppose your interest lies somewhere else, but in that area there are little jobs available, and you find that there's some area wherein there's abundance of job, but you have less interest. So the option before you will be that you develop yourself in your less interest area, because there you find good openings and a bright career. This could be one way. The other way could be that in the area where your heart is, where your interest is, and even if there are less jobs in that area, you try to develop yourself in a way wherein you can tell the industry that you have some such thing which is very distinct, which is very special, which is very exclusive, which you can uh, provide to your employer. Then obviously, uh, even if there are less jobs, but you are different, you have something great to offer, then you can get a job. So you have to excel in any such area wherein the employer feels that you are a person of use, right? So you have to approach the job market that way. So I told you about print, about told you about radio, about I told you about television, and obviously about digital. As I was earlier also, I was telling you about the Z example. If I can tell you something more, what the Z as a group has done, like since they have many news channels, satellite channels on the based on the satellite. So similarly, they are gradually coming up with a news portal in every Indian language. Now you can see that how much openings are there. And in this reference, I should again tell you one very important. You must ensure your growth in more than one language, right? You must be a bilingual person, at least a bilingual person, right? What does it mean? I mean, being the bilingual, or if you're multilingual, nothing like that, but at least bilingual. Bilingual means you should be good in English, should be good in Hindi, or you should be good in English, good in Bangla, or you should be good in English, good in Malayali, right? This kind of combination will work. A better combination will be, I can suggest you, I mean, many of you may be of that kind. Another option could be, this is one example that I gave. Another example could be wherein you are good in English, good in Hindi, and also good in Bangla. You will never face a problem all your life. Bangla can be replaced by other language, by Marathi, by Malayali, right? You will never face a problem. I can tell you so many examples to substantiate my point, right? When I was working in WIPS around 3 years back, 4 years back, there was a girl from Kerala. She was born and brought up in Delhi. She was good in English. As a student, also, she was good. She wanted to make a career in a television channel, but she was born and brought up in Delhi. She could work in an English channel in Delhi. She could work in a Hindi news channel in which she was competent enough, but then she decided to make a career in a Malayali news channel from Kerala. And she is one of the most prominent faces of Malayali news channel in Kerala. वो यहाँ से family उसकी यहाँ थी वो अकेले ही चली गई Kerala में. And she got a good job. And before that, चूंकि नया channel था, वो they also provided her a training on their own expenses. She is doing very well. Now, this is an example to make you understand two things. So, I mean, you must note it down properly if you are not doing it. I mean, these are very vital things which I am able to tell with my vast experience, which nobody else will be able to tell this on. Right now, here there are two things which are important to understand. One, then you should not try to find market in Delhi alone. The whole country is yours. Pick up jobs outside Delhi, either to the state you originally belong to or to any state which you don't belong to. That will help you in a better career, in a better life, in having a better understanding of the country. Suppose आप Tamil Nadu कभी नहीं गए, but then अगर if you decide you are getting a good job opportunities, go there. You will learn something new. You will know something new. I can give you an example. I can give you examples after example so that you understand that I am not talking about ideal things. I am talking about practical things, things which happen, which have happened. There was a girl who I taught in TMU Moradabad for a short while, for about 6 months, about 3 years ago in 2017, before you people would have joined. She joined as a faculty here, remained here for 6 months for a semester. Then she decided to move on to the industry. Now, mind it, I mean, this example also tells you, you must always be ready to move on from one job to another, from one organization to another. Never look for a permanent thing. As you move on, you carry something with you, the experience that you would have gained in an organization. And then with that experience, you can perform better in another organization, right? So no long-term things should be planned. Should keep on exploring, keep on moving, right? So what happened? Since she could not find a job in television channel here in Delhi, so she opened her doors and she got a job in Hyderabad. She is working in a news channel, which is all this TV18 group. And she is working in this TV18 News 18 group in the Urdu channel, which has its setup in Hyderabad, right? And she knew good English. She knew good Hindi. Her Urdu was not that good, though she is Muslim, but her Urdu was not that good. But then she worked on her Urdu, improved, and she is a newsreader there, reading news in Urdu. When we say reading news in Urdu means she was good in speaking, but the script is in Urdu. Urdu is written in Persian language. So जब वो स्क्रीन पे न्यूज पढ़ती है तो स्क्रीन पे उर्दू लिखी हुई आती है उसमें वो अच्छी नहीं थी बट उसने अपने को डेवलप कर लिया एंड शी इज डूइंग वेल ये आप इन एग्जांपल्स है जो भी आपको द टेक अवे शुड बी देयर दैट यू शुड बी रेडी टू मूव टू एनी प्लेस इन द कंट्री यू शुड बी रेडी टू लर्न टू न्यू थिंग्स यू शुड बी रेडी टू टेक अप challenges and you should not confine yourself if you want to good in the industry, right? If I can tell you by example, though I mean my example may not be that appropriate because I belong to a different generation, but then that approach may benefit to many of you. Like I, throughout my career, till the time I was in the industry, I was in the industry for 17, 18 years before switching over to academics. I never thought of joining academics. I was working in the industry. I worked with print media. I worked with radio. I worked with television. I worked with films. So I worked on all media platforms. I did not restrict myself to one media platform. That is one. Two, I did not restrict myself to one language. Uh, Both of my languages, Hindi and English, was always good. Right from the time when I was a student, I kept on writing in both the languages at all platforms. I got job opportunities in Hindi newspapers, in English newspapers. I opted for Hindi newspapers to begin with in my career. After a few years, I switched over to an English newspaper. Again, I joined a Hindi newspaper. Then I again changed to an English newspaper, and I kept on changing. And my market value never diminished. I had job opportunities in both the channels, and almost all my colleagues who were working in Hindi newspaper with me, they were stuck because that was a time in 80s and 90s when there were not much openings. So if in a Hindi newspaper or English newspaper for that matter, if you're working and it closes down, then there is no other Hindi newspaper in that city. What will you do? Many of my colleagues who were there in 40s and 50s who were working in Hindi journalism for 20 years, and one day they found that the newspaper is locked down. There were no job opportunities for them. So they faced all kind of hardships. Many of them even were starving. There were no job avenues, at least the time that you are in 2021. So much diversification has happened in the media sector. So much expansion has taken place that at least you have openings. There used to be a time in 70s and 80s in the media sector, there used to be no openings. If you're working in an organization, it closes down. There is no other organization where you can find a job except in the metropolitan cities. But if you're living in a small city where only one newspaper is there, or where only two newspapers are there, what will you do if your job goes away? So at least that kind of situation is not there. So my point is you must try to diversify yourself. You must be ready to work in different languages. You must be ready to work at different places. You must be ready to work at whether television or digital. So you should be competent enough. You should be efficient enough to be able to join any organization. So then there will be no dearth of jobs, right? On the entertainment sector also, entertainment sector has grown a lot again because of internet. Internet is the thing which has changed everything, everybody's life. Everybody, the whole media sector has changed. Then, so if you look into the entertainment side, what COVID-19 has done, good or bad, I mean, it's not wherein we should much should be worried upon. You should understand how the uh, changes have taken place, and you must prepare yourself to those for those changes. Like even feature films, since theaters have been closed for so long, there were hardly any films made, new films made for theater release. Many films under compulsion, the producers have to give their films to the OTT platforms. Then many people decided to make films, feature films, not for theater, but for OTT. And now a massive production of feature films is happening for OTT, not for theater. Now a new window has opened for the people who want to be involved in films, right? So there's a completely new thing that has happened. Feature films for OTT. Now, another thing which has happened is which started in fact before pandemic, but then that has this whole speed has accelerated. That is the production of web series, right? All kind, I mean, all OTT platforms are looking for new ideas, new contents. as far as web series is concerned. So one who wants to work on the entertainment side, in the entertainment sector, the there are a lot of openings. I mean, after this COVID-19, though unfortunately in Maharashtra the number are again increasing, but then since November or December the things eased, the massive production has started, and all kind of production is happening. So there is more avenues for the people who want to join the entertainment industry. So try to give you that much understanding about the industry and its different facets. To the extent I think I could tell you, I did that. And now a few minutes I can tell you about your uh, future studies. I mean, those who want to take up their studies further. So there are opportunities many of you will be knowing. I will tell you about that only, but from a different perspective that many of you would not have thought of. Now, if you want to join the industry, but you feel that you are not prepared for taking up a job at this point, and you need more learning, more knowledge, more training, then IIMC is a good option for you, right? Indian Institute of Mass Communication. Why? Because that course is 1 year. 1 year means hardly 9 to 10 months. So you need not to devote to consume much of your time before joining the industry. You simply join the IMC diploma, depending which area you want to make a career in. If you want to make a career in television, you can join the radio and television course. I mean, for radio also, this course is equally important. So if you want to make a career in radio or television, join the PG diploma of Indian Institute of Mass Communication. If you want a career in the advertising or the PR industry, that you can join the Ad and PR course of IIMC. If you want to make a career in Hindi journalism, then you can join the Hindi journalism course of IIMC. And if you want to make a career in English journalism, then obviously the English journalism diploma in IIMC. So, depending on your career planning, you can do that. This will give you the next step before joining the industry. But I am suggesting this to all those people who want to join the industry after equipping them better, after preparing them in a better manner. So without much time wasting, you can prepare yourself to join the industry. You will be learning more things. That is one gain. Another gain will be that if you have the IMC tag with you, you will find it easy to get a job. Also, there are many organizations who look for the people who have done their PG studies. So that way also your job prospects will increase. You will learn more, and also the IMC tag will help you. And there are many organizations which pick up people directly from IMC. So that is one option I can tell you about the industry and about the study as far as the IIMC is concerned. Suppose if you want to make a career in academics and or research, right? If you want to make a career in academics or research or both, whatever you decide, then you should take up a master's program. A master's program can be done in GGS IP University also. There are master's program. There's one master's program with 4 specialization. In fact, when I founded the University School of Mass Communication, that is my brainchild. I introduced this 4 specialization in GGS IP University. So those 4 specialization will be available to you, like TV production is 1, journalism is 2, corporate communication is 3, and new media is 4. So here also, I mean, so that the good thing about this program is this specialization. Otherwise, most of the universities in this country, they have the master's program, which are very conventionally planned. तो क्या होगा कि whatever you would have studied in the bachelor's level, almost the same subjects or same kind of contents you will be getting your master's. But if you get this kind of course, like as I'm telling you about GGS IPU course, then you have the specialization. So suppose if you want to go for TV production, and if you join this IP University program, you will get more time to polish your camera skills, to polish your editing skills, to polish your scripting skills and all. Similarly, if you want to make a career in corporate communication, in public relations, in advertising, I mean, anything related to digital marketing and all, then you can take up the corporate communication course. Similarly, if you want to focus only on web, only on internet, anything that you do, it essentially you want to do something which is digital essentially, then you can join the new media specialization. And if you want to join journalism, now here journalism is not confined to any medium as I look at. So if you want to become a journalist, never make this kind of segregation that you will be working only for print, only for television, only for digital. Anything that is related to journalism, you must be open for that. And IP must provide that kind of journalism specialization. So here also, you can prepare yourself for the industry. At the same time, you will land up finally after 2 years with a master's degree. So you will be good for the industry. You will be good for joining the academics. Academics means if you, after doing your master's, if you want to join the teaching, then you can simply clear your net, and then you are qualified to join an educational institution as a faculty, right? So that is there. Now, if you want to, again, to have an academic qualification and at the same time to prepare yourself for the entertainment side or for the production side, then the right kind of course for you will be MA in Mass Communication, that is offered by MCRC Jamia, Mass Communication Research Center, Jamia. As this is a 2 years master's program, which is nomenclature is MA in Mass Communication, but their focus is on production and entertainment. So you can take up that course after 2 years. As I told you earlier also, you do the net and then you are qualified to teach in any university or college. Or else, if you want to join the entertainment industry, you can directly move to Mumbai and or any of the production centers in other parts of the country, whether it's Kerala, whether it's Calcutta, whether it's Chennai, any such city, and you can grow yourself as a camera person, you can grow yourself as an editor, or whichever area you want to finally establish yourself. If you want to work on the in the industry on the development side, there are a lot of niche areas in the media sector. We normally move on from print to radio to television to digital to films, but then there is more to it. You can decide. I mean, many of you might be thinking, I do not know. You can decide to join the development sector, right? So after graduation also you can do that. There's no, you join an NGO. And then there are different kind of NGOs. You can join an industry which is working in the energy sector. You can join an NGO which is working in the human rights. You can join an NGO which is working in the environment sector. You can join an NGO which is working in the education sector. So all that openings are also there minded. If many of you would not have thought of, then I must tell you, this is also one major area wherein you have lot of openings. And if you want to further prepare yourself for these kind of jobs in the development sector, in the NGO sector, then you can take up a master's program, which is in Jamia. this is called convergent journalism, right? So this convergence journalism, you will get to know all, I mean, working on all media platform. At the same time, you will get exposed to the developments, right? So here also you have to take a decision what exactly you want to do from job perspective also, as I told you about the development sector. Now there are so many emerging areas in media, so you must open up your horizon, right? As development sector, I told you another sector I'm going to tell you, which is completely new in the sense, I mean, wherein the whole area is developing in India, particularly, because in outside India there are many places, many universities which focus on a specialized area as far as education and training is concerned. In India, unfortunately, such kind of openings are limited. So another area which I am going to tell you about is policy and governance. Policy and governance is one area which, if you combine with your media knowledge plus policy plus governance, you will be among those few people, uh, I mean, wherein there are jobs, there are no people available there. Okay, let me tell you something more about this. Like, there is one course which you can take up. I suggest you, it's your call whether you want to take it, but then I can suggest you. There is one course which is called MA in Policy and Governance. This is a 2 years master's program, which is offered by Jamia Millia Islamia. There is a separate center for this. This is not offered by MCRC Jamia, but there's a separate center for this policy and governance, which provide this 2 years master's program. Sanjita Chakraborty has done this course, right? So now what will happen if you do this? You will have a master's degree in hand and you will study more, you will learn more about policy making and governance, right? In that case, you will be qualified to take up a job in the development sector also, because there are number of NGOs who are working in these areas, policy and governance. There are a number of NGOs. Like I give you one example. There is an NGO which is by the name of this. Uh, some civil society group is there, and then there is one which looks into the electoral reforms. So there are many such. I mean, instantly I am not recalling the names. There are many such organizations, many such organizations, right? So you will be competent enough to take up jobs in such kind of NGOs. Also, you will be able to take up job in any newspaper or news channel on the journalism side, but your added qualification will help you in getting a job, and then you might be given assignment in a news channel wherein you are focusing on the coverage of the policies made by the government. So you will have a specialization within journalism. So you will get a job in industry. Industry means, I mean, in the mainstream channels and the newspapers. You can also get a job in the development sector in NGOs, etc. So these kind of, I mean, academic programs, I suggest you can take up. Further, if you are interested in the development sector, then there is a master's program available in this Mumbai, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. It's a very good institute. There you can take up a master's program. And after doing your master's program, if you want to join the development sector, you will be qualified to do that. But after that, if you want to join in the academics or research, that window will also be open. And anybody who has done, like in media teaching, I must tell you, those who might be aspiring to become media teachers. So if you have done any such degree which is not in mass communication, which is in development, like this offers, or you have a master's degree in policy and governance, like Jamia's example, or if you would have a master's degree, for instance, in film studies, like this master's program is available in JNU. So if you opt to have a master's program in film study, so after that, you will have a qualification to teach films. So you can teach in the film schools. You can also teach in media programs like BJMC, wherein the film is there as a subject. But if you never want to join the industry, you have made up your mind to become a teacher, then you can take up any masters. I gave you the options of IP University with a specialization. I gave you the option of convergence journalism. I gave you the option of public policy and governance masters in that. I gave you the option of doing a master's in development communication from this. Also, even I mean, on the development side, there is another opening for studies, which is there in. Uh, this is again an institute which has been set up by Tata's in forgetting yeah, TERI. There's a TERI University, TERI. It's a deemed university. Earlier it was located in Habitat Center, Delhi. Now they have their own campus in Vasant Kunj. They provide very excellent academics. So even you can take up a master's program there as well. I mean, that is in Delhi itself. If you don't say, I gave you the option of this, but then for that you have to move to Mumbai. But if you want to have the development communication kind of academic programs, so that is available in Delhi as well, right? So these are the different avenues for studies. And if you do not want to go into these intricacies, the diverse thing, you simply want to take up a master's program, then take up a master's program, 2 years master's program, wherever you get an opportunity. But then you should, if you're joining teaching, you intend to join teaching, I must give you one caution, rather more than one caution. One, nowadays, teaching job is less that of teaching. It is more that of mentoring, more than of guiding, more that of facilitating, more that of imparting knowledge. So you must be ready to be in that process all through your career if you join teaching. That is one. Two, the way the teaching has changed, you people yourself have witnessed for the last 1 year. Teaching is not merely delivering a lecture in the class. You have to guide yourself in so many ways. This means the teacher has to be good enough in so many things. And then another caution is that teaching is a taxing job. 10 years before, it was not that. It's a taxing job. So you must be ready for that. That way, industry is also a loaded job. Burdensome for those who calculate it in terms of number of hours of working. अगर आप इस कैलकुलेट करते हैं कि 8 घंटे काम करना है, 10 घंटे करना है, 12 घंटे करना है, 15 घंटे करना है, तो वो टीचिंग में भी अब वही है जो इंडस्ट्री में. So that is a common factor now. Earlier, that was not exactly comparable. Teaching in any case was an easy job, but now it is, that is no more there. With the changing time, with the advent of internet, with the changing global scenario and all, so you are working all the time. So that's a common factor. Now, but then if industry thrills you, I would suggest everybody to join the industry. If industry thrills you, if you want to rise to a level wherein sky is the limit, wherein there are no restrictions to rise to up the ladder, then industry is the place. In teaching, your good work is also required, definitely. But then you have to be in the queue in a way, to some extent. Whatever, I mean, to whatever extent you are bright or you are competent, you want to work, but then overnight you cannot rise. Industry is a place wherein you can rise overnight. Overnight, when I say, I must tell you, can give you again some examples. I am full with examples so that you understand that what I am telling you makes sense and carries meaning. One of my friend who is a very senior journalist and who has worked in top positions in so many news channels, now he discovered that he does not have a place in television channels. The way the television channels have changed, how they have changed, I believe everybody knows. The crisis of the quality and the content and the pressures in terms of genuineness, veracity of the contents, the freedom, all those things are there. But then, if a senior journalist does not want to be trapped into this after working for 20, 30 years, so there are a number of my journalist friends. The Pravas Shublo, who was also once upon a time on my insistence, had come to DME for taking some classes. He has his own YouTube-based news channel, and he is so successful in terms of whatever he wants to deliver to the people in terms of content delivery, and commercially also he is very successful. Another success story I can tell you, you can search by name, I'm telling you the name on the Google, you will get the answer what I'm telling you. Another friend of mine, Ajit Anjum, he also started his YouTube based channel about a year back, hardly 1 year, right? And then within a year, he has got such a response that he is even not able to understand what has happened. He has got only 2 days back this golden button in YouTube within a year. So he is successful commercially. He is successful in terms of generating the content which he want to generate, providing the information to the people which he want to provide, without any pressures from the employer कि ये जाएगा ये नहीं जाएगा ये लिख सकते ये नहीं, all those problems are not there. So even you people can do it, many of you I know do it already, but again a word of caution here, you must give time to your growth. You must give time to your growth. When I say overnight, overnight का मतलब ये है यहाँ पे कि जिस काम में 10 साल लगता है उस काम को आप 2 साल में अचीव कर लें, 3 साल में अचीव कर लें, but never have this impression, never have this understanding that BGMC खत्म करने से पहले ही we will have a successful YouTube channel. May happen, I don't deny it may happen, and many of you are doing it, it may happen, but then it's not only the question of doing this, venturing into this, the question is also that of sustenance. आज आपने कर लिया, लेकिन अगर आपने अपने को तैयार नहीं किया है, अपनी ग्रोथ पर टाइम नहीं दिया है, आप उतना एक्सपीरियंस गेन नहीं किया है, उतनी मैच्योरिटी आपके पास नहीं है, हो सकता है आप 10 साल का काम 2 साल में कर लें, लेकिन 2 साल चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं है कि बिना तैयारी किए आप कर लेंगे। और अगर जो लोग ने शुरू किया है या जो करना चाहते हैं, without your experience of the industry, you will never be successful. अपना भी करना है, तब भी 1-2 साल इंडस्ट्री में काम करके get that experience, get that knowledge which is essential to work in the industry, then become an entrepreneur. One should always uh, have the entrepreneurship, the enterprising capacity, that is skill, but then give yourself some time. And I'm really very sorry to say this, but what I find in general, I am not talking about only you people or about some individuals, but what I come across mostly, I find that you do not work on yourself. When I say you do not work on yourself, which means you do not try to improve your English language skills. You do not work on improving your Hindi language skills. You do not work on your improving your camera skills. You do not work on polishing your editing skills. You do not work to, to open your world wherein you are familiar with whatever issues the country is facing. You do not work to know as to what is happening in different parts of the world. You do not work on this, that what kind of geopolitical situations are there in the world which are impacting every country, impacting India as well, us as well. So you have to work in all these areas. Media is in knowledge industry. These are two very important things, and I wish you must note it down. जैसे कि कभी भूलो नहीं. Media is a knowledge based industry. And second point, media is a performance based industry. Knowledge and performance, not your degrees. Degrees can be the basic qualification to land in a media organization. That's it, nothing beyond. हालांकि ऐसा भी नहीं है, बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो बीजेएमसी की बजाय बीए और इंग्लिश ऑनर्स, बीए पॉल साइंस ऑनर्स को जॉब दे देते हैं. ठीक है, तो कोई ऐसा नहीं कि डिग्री से ही जॉब मिलेगा. दिस इज वन. बट इवन देन इफ वी assume that this degree will help you in getting a job. So if you have a BJMC degree in your hand, you will get a job. But how will you sustain your job if you know nothing about Indian politics, if you know nothing about environment in the country, if you know nothing about the situation of human rights in the country, if you do not know anything about Indian constitution, if you do not know anything about Indian penal code, if you do not know the issues the women and children are facing in our society, you will not be able to sustain your job. मिल जाएगा, सस्टेन नहीं कर पाओगे. सब सिर्फ जॉब मिलना ही इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग. आपको जॉब मिल गया. और दूसरा मैंने कहा कि इट्स अ परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री. आई हैव वर्क इन द इंडस्ट्री फॉर लॉन्ग एंड आई हैव सीन दिस, दैट पीपल आर फायर्ड एवरी नाउ एंड देन. न्यूज 24 में मैंने देखा है, वहां कमाल हो गया था, हर हफ्ते एक दो लोग निकाले जाते थे. क्यों? नए नए लोगों को उन्होंने भी एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, नौकरियां दे दी. अब वो क्या होता था कि वो कोई ना कोई रोज मिस्टेक्स नहीं करते थे, ब्लंडर्स करते थे. देयर इज नो स्पेस इन द इंडस्ट्री फॉर ए पर्सन हु कमिट्स ब्लंडर. आपने अभी ब्लंडर की, नेक्स्ट मोमेंट यू आर शोन द डोर. तो आपको जॉब मिल भी गया तो उसको बचाओगे कैसे अगर आपके पास नॉलेज नहीं है? आपने किसी प्रेसिडेंट का नाम ही गलत कर दिया. आई हैव ऑल सच एग्जांपल्स. जब अब्दुल कलाम बने थे, एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम बने थे प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, तो उनका नाम किसी ने गलत ले दिया. दैट पर्सन वाज थ्रोन अवे फ्रॉम द जॉब. ठीक है, तो आपने प्रेसिडेंट नाम गलत लेंगे, बाहर हो जाएंगे. जैसे अभी के प्रेसिडेंट के साथ भी है कि देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन, पीपल टेक द रॉन्ग नेम. अगर कोई अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वो आपको एक मिनट भी बियर नहीं करेगा. सो इट्स अ नॉलेज इंडस्ट्री. How many of you, I mean, you can cross check about yourself. How many of you know the names of all the chief ministers in the country? How many of you know the names of all governors in the country? How many of you know the names of presidents or the prime minister of at least 20 countries in the world? How many of you know that in how many countries of the world there is a civil war kind of situation at the moment? How many of you know that children are facing serious threats? Millions of children are facing a serious threat to their life in some country. If you do not know this, then obviously media industry will be a tough place for you. I keep on talking about these things always, but then what I am trying to do in this session, my job is to apprise you with all the openings which are there, job wise, if higher studies wise, and also my job is to give you all that caution which is necessary for you to have your future planning. Because once you know the hard realities, only then you can plan the things, only then you can decide to see to this that you need to prepare yourself for joining the industry. So it's not the question whether jobs are there or not. Normally, there is a common impression that there are less number of jobs available because of the pandemic. This is incorrect. For the young people, pandemic has brought more job opportunities. How? I should tell you that. Now, what happened when this pandemic struck in the month of April, May, June 2020? All the news channels, all the newspapers did retrenchment. All those people who were highly placed, all those people who were having salary of 1 lakh or 2 lakh or 3 lakhs or more than that, maximum of them, majority of them were fired. They were shown the door, right? तो अंडर स्टाफिंग हो गई सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में राइट तो दिस कंटिन्यूड फॉर फ्यू मंथ्स बट देन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस चल रहे हैं टीवी चैनल भी चल रहे हैं रेडियो न्यूज़पेपर्स भी चल रहे हैं और जो मेजर जो सीनियर लोग थे वो निकाल दिए गए बट देन देयर इज अ जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट in last year in your senior batch only in the news nation news channel उन्होंने senior लोग निकाल दिए but then they need the manpower they need the people who could work there तो उन्होंने मुझसे कहा मैंने 5 लोग वहां भेजे तुम्हारे सीनियर बैच में जिसमें से 3 लोग परहैप्स दे आर वर्किंग देयर तो चूंकि सारे न्यूज चैनल सारे न्यूज़पेपर्स ने पेंडेमिक के टाइम में सीनियर लोगों को निकाला है which is an opportunity for you because they are now looking for the fresh people who can be given less salary. तो 3 लाख का आदमी निकाल के वो 20,000 का आदमी ढूंढ रहे हैं. So that's an opening for you people, right? So should not go by general impressions. You should understand that there's no dearth of jobs for you. The only problem that you will face if you face in getting a job is that whatever jobs are coming, whether you have all that qualifications, competence, and skill, which is desirable in a particular job. So that way you have to prepare yourself. And how you will be preparing, I have given you enough understanding about that. Right? So to the best of my abilities, I have tried to sum up most of the important things which I felt were important to tell you about. I tried to sum it up in 60 to 70 minutes time. It was not possible in less time. That is one. More time I don't want to take because that might be an overburdening thing for you, burdening with you so much content, which is not a good thing in the digital age. So I then keep the floor open to you for asking any questions.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session. There are a few questions. Sir, some of the students are asking, what is the scope for advertising and PR sector and what all options do we have in this particular sector?
Advertising is definitely still an upcoming thing, is a growing thing in India. The facets of advertising have changed, right? If you look into the advertising side, I think hardly anybody will be knowing that till this pandemic struck, print advertising was the best thing in the country. Normally, people believe that advertising, if you want to make a career, then TV advertising is the main thing, which has never been the case. Print advertising had always been the costly thing. And as far as opportunities are concerned, there were more openings. As far as the print advertising was concerned, somebody is working in a advertising agency and good, could be good in writing and all, was having all opportunities. But then now the things have completely changed. The start of the change had already started even before the pandemic. Pandemic has done the final thing. Now advertising opportunities, I mean, making a career in advertising are there in on the digital side, right? If you're working, suppose if you get an opening in an advertising agency. So advertising agency are looking for hiring the people who are good on the digital side. So you should be competent not only in advertising, you should be good in digital, because all advertising from print has shifted to digital during the past 1 year, right? And a major chunk of the TV advertising that has also shifted to digital. So all advertising agencies are facing a tough time. Mind it, advertising agencies are in a habit of doing their things in a very conventional manner till 1 year back. Now they are compelled to change because they have to provide different services to a new segment of clients. I mean, all those who are working on the digital side. So obviously, the advertising agencies are looking for the people who are good in digital, good in advertising, and then if you have a combination of this, you will have a lot of opportunities in the on the advertising side. And as far as public relations is concerned, public relations has undergone massive changes during the past few years. Many new concepts came and then merged. There used to be 10 years back, there used to be only public relations. Then this whole concept came of integrated marketing communication. Then whole concept of corporate communication came. And now it is back to public relations. In the sense, when we say public relations is again not just one thing. If you want to make a career in public relations, you have to have the journalistic instincts, right? This might be a strange thing to look at for you. You would have not thought that way. If you want to make a career in public relations, you have to have the journalistic instincts. What is that journalistic instincts? You should be good in writing, the written part, written language. You should be good in ideas, स्टोरी आइडियाज जो जर्नलिज्म में स्टोरी आइडियाज की बात करते हैं, यहाँ भी तुम्हारे पास वो आइडियाज होने चाहिए जो तुम क्लाइंट को बेच पाओ कि कैसे ब्रांडिंग होगी. So many write-ups and so many stories, so many. I mean, so you have to suggest a combination of so many things to your client. So you have to have the idea with you, which again, like in journalism, we say that you have to have a story idea if you want to be good in journalism. तो वो journalism वाला instinct भी आपके पास होना चाहिए, ideas का पता होना चाहिए. वो ideas भी vacuum में नहीं आते. I always tell this everybody. Ideas come with knowledge. Ideas come with experience. ठीक है, experience you will take time to have, but then knowledge you can always acquire. उसके लिए there is no, I mean, time की अब हो सकता है. Should have done it by now. If you have not done it, start doing it now. So you have to have that combination. And then again, if in PR, you will have good job opportunities if you are good in digital. No PR agency will hire you if you do not have two things: your knack for writing, your flair for writing, and your expertise in the digital, right?
सर डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के स्कोप के बारे में भी जरा बता दीजिए.
Digital marketing अभी हर जगह digital ही है. जैसे I mean, in all examples I have been giving you that in these questions I told you that digital media marketing is one thing which everybody needs now. Every newspaper, not only in the media sector, media में तो है, every newspaper, every radio channel, every TV channel, every film, हर फिल्म को भी अपने को मार्केट करना है, every educational institution, every corporate house. तो जो डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग है, इसका स्कोप तो इनफाइनाइट है. You can get a job not only in a media organization, you can get a job in any non-media organization. And that way, all kind of organizations included. So there's an infinite scope. But then you have to be good in skill. Again, या डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग के लिए भी दो तीन चीजें चाहिए. Your technical skills you have to have. If you don't have, you have to acquire. Technically, you have to be very sound. That is one. Two, your language skills have to be good. Okay. And then third, you have to have out of the box ideas. You have to have out of box idea. एकदम नई चीजें आप सोच सकते हैं. और मीडिया की अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत अच्छी. जब डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग की बात करते हैं, यू मस्ट नो कि किस मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पे, जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सपोज यू आर वर्किंग फॉर एन एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन, यू मस्ट हैव द कैपेबिलिटी टू डिसाइड एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि कितनी कितना जो ब्रांडिंग करनी है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, कितना डिजिटल स्पेस में करनी है, कितनी प्रिंट में करनी है, कितनी टेलीविजन में करनी है, डिजिटल स्पेस में भी करनी है, तो किस किस तरह से करनी है, what all tools you will use, how many press releases, how many promotional films you will make for your organization. My God, there is so much overlap. You're working on the digital marketing side and you feel for the organization which you are promoting, which you are branding, and then you feel there has to be a 20-second film. Now, you must know how that film is to be made. और ये समझ में तुम्हें आना चाहिए डिजिटल के पर्सपेक्टिव से कि 5 मिनट वाली फिल्म नहीं चलेगी. ये डिजिटल के हिसाब से ये दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग हैज टू बी देयर. 10 और 20 सेकंड की फिल्म चलेगी. अब अगर 10 सेकंड की फिल्म बनानी है, कैसे बनोगे? तो दैट थॉट हैज टू बी देयर. वंस दैट थॉट इज देयर, ठीक है, तुम्हें नहीं आता, तुम उसको किसी एजेंसी से बनवा लोगे जो जो वीडियो प्रोडक्शन का काम करती है, बट ब्रीफ तो तुम्हें ही देना पड़ेगा. वो ब्रीफ देने के पास तुम्हारे के लिए तुम्हारे पास आइडियाज भी होने चाहिए, तुम्हारे पास वो सारा इनपुट जो देना जरूरी है किसी भी वीडियो प्रोडक्शन कंपनी को, वो तुम्हारे पास होना चाहिए. फिर स्क्रिप्टिंग का आइडिया होना चाहिए, बिकॉज वो कंपनी से तुम बनाया भी तुम्हारे पास, तुम्हें सुपरविजन तुम्हें करना पड़ेगा. तो डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग इज नॉट अगेन जस्ट वन थिंग, बट इफ आई टेल यू जस्ट वन थिंग, सेकंड थर्ड आ जाएंगे, जस्ट वन थिंग, देन यू शुड बी टेक्निकली साउंड. इंटरनेट का के जितने भी फेसेट्स हैं, जितने भी डायमेंशंस हैं, यू हैव टू बी ए मास्टर ऑफ ऑल. और उसके बाद डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग में करने के लिए आपको सोशल मीडिया का भी बहुत अच्छी समझ होनी चाहिए. आप कैसे फेसबुक को आपको इस्तेमाल करना है, कैसे इंस्टा को इस्तेमाल करना है, कैसे ट्विटर को इस्तेमाल करना है, ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. तो डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग में first and the foremost, obviously, your technical knowledge, your technical skill, and then language, and then ideas. It has to be a combination of all three.
Sir, again, regarding digital marketing, there's a question that we are all beginners, we are all freshers. So, industry में start करने के opportunities कहाँ पे हैं? Through internships or through?
Yeah, internship is the best way. Internship is the best way. If you are not getting a regular job, but then you are sure you want to make a career in a certain thing, like in digital media marketing, join a digital media marketing company, right? Be there for a few months, at the most for a year, learn the tricks of the trade, and then aspire for the second step, a better position, a good position. That's the only thing. Obviously, college में सीखना चाहिए था, नहीं सीखा तो अभी भी सीख सकते हो. We have such kind of teachers like Ritik Ghosh. He will also be taking a separate session on digital media marketing, because I am not an expert in digital media marketing. What I am telling you is, given my understanding, given my experience, the overall media scenario, and given my experience in media education. But Ritik Ghosh sir will be a better person. He will be taking a separate session with you, who will be more focused on digital media marketing. And I will suggest everybody that one who wants to make a career in this area should be a disciple of Ritik Ghosh. He will tell you everything about
Okay, so there is one more question on how can I enter and join the film industry? And is there any official information on FTII 2021?
About FTI 2021. You have to get the information from the websites that I cannot tell you instantly. But certainly, if you want to study further in FTI, the first thing I would suggest, go to the website and check all the details that you're looking for. That is one. Two, if after going through the website, you're not able to get every information that you're looking for, and there are certain things which are unanswered, right? You can tell this to your respective mentors or to any of the teachers who are teaching you, or you can tell that to me directly as well. That's not a problem. Or else you tell to your mentor, the mentor will communicate that to me. तो वो सारी information जो तुम्हें नहीं मिल रही है, I will ensure that all that information is made available to you. I have contacts in FTI. तो अगर मैं उनसे कोई ऐसे दो सवाल पूछूं जिनका आंसर नहीं मिल रहा है, so there are people who will oblige me and who will provide information. तो वो तुम्हें पहले अपना बेसिक काम करके तब मुझे बताना पड़ेगा. I will provide you all that information. And another thing, but on my own, I can add something more right now. The option before you will be, if you want to study further film production, FTI Pune, and second option should be FTI Kolkata. ठीक है, ये दोनों ऑप्शन लो. उसके बाद सेकेंड स्टेप पे you can also take the option of taking admission in state FTI. ये दोनों जो है, पुणे और कोलकाता वाले, ये नेशनल लेवल के इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के अंडर में है. बट देयर आर 4-5 स्टेट्स जिन्होंने अपने फिल्म एंड टेलीविजन इंस्टीट्यूट बनाए हैं. वो तुम्हें चेक करना पड़ेगा. आई कैन नॉट नेम ऑल द इंस्टीट्यूशंस राइट नाउ, बट what I can tell you instantly is there is one very good film and television institute in Bhubaneswar, right? You can try there. उस पर गूगल पे जाके चेक कर लो. Another film and television institute is there in Chennai, which is of Tamil Nadu government. ये दोनों अच्छे हैं, ये दोनों को ट्राई कर सकते हो as a second option. Third, you can join organizations for your further studies like Prasad Studios. Prasad Studios is one of the oldest studios in the country. ठीक है, LV Prasad जो फिल्म बना रहे हैं 40s-50s से फिल्म बना रहे हैं. Few years back they have set up their institution in Chennai and they are very good. So प्रसाद स्टूडियोज का जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है, जो 1 साल का कुछ ट्रेनिंग देते हैं वो, बट देन दैट ट्रेनिंग इज वेरी फोकस्ड. मतलब अगर तुम्हें एडिटिंग में जाना है देन यू कैन टेक इट अप, नॉट ओवरऑल फिल्म्स. अगर तुम्हें सिर्फ कैमरे में स्पेशलाइज करना है देन यू कैन गो इन द प्रसाद स्टूडियो. तो ये ऑप्शन सारे ले सकते हो. बट देन अगर नई पढ़ाई करनी है, सीधा इंडस्ट्री में जाना है, then the best option could be you join a production house in Mumbai. ऐसा प्रोडक्शन हाउस चूज कर लो जो काफी प्रोडक्शंस करता है, तो तुम्हें सीखने का मौका मिलेगा. या ऐसा प्रोडक्शन हाउस मिल लो जहां भी तुम्हें पहली ओपनिंग मिल रही है, जो जहां मिल रही है, तो जो मिल रहा है वो ले लो. ठीक है. और जितना मैंने बताया अभी तक फिल्म के बारे में, फिल्म प्रोडक्शन के बारे में, ये सारा तुम एग्जॉस्ट जब हो जाए, जो पढ़ाई के लिए वो मैंने तुम्हें बता दिया. काम करने के लिए अगर तुम्हें कोई एवेन्यू नहीं मिलता है और तुम काम करना चाहते हो, यू आर पैशनेट अबाउट दैट, देन ऑल्सो यू कैन अप्रोच मी I will fix you up in some media, in some production house in Mumbai.
Okay. One student is asking, I want to pursue my post-graduation studies from Mumbai. So if you can suggest some good institutes from in Mumbai.
I cannot suggest city wise. I can suggest you discipline wise, right? एज आई टोल्ड यू, जब मैंने आईएमसी के बारे में बताया तो मैंने चारों ऑप्शन दिए, एड एंड पीआर से लेके जर्नलिज्म, रेडियो, टीवी, सबका। जामिया बताया, वहां भी मैंने डेवलपमेंट से लेके और प्रोडक्शन तक बताया। आईपी यूनिवर्सिटी में वैसे ही बताया। तो मैं डिसिप्लिन वाइज बता सकता हूँ। अगर किसी को फिर भी अगर मुंबई से ज्यादा फैसिनेशन है, तो अगर फिल्म का है तो ऑब्वियसली फिल्म के लिए अगर जाना चाहते हो मुंबई, देन इट्स अ राइट चॉइस। और अगर एडवर्टाइजिंग इंडस्ट्री के लिए जाना चाहते हो बॉम्बे, तो इन दोनों चीजों के लिए मुंबई ठीक। बाकी पढ़ने के लिए मुंबई जाने का कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि मुंबई इज ए नॉन एकेडमिक सिटी। पढ़ाई के लिए मुंबई नहीं है। पढ़ाई के लिए फिर दिल्ली में रहो, या जो तुम्हारी जिस जगह को बिलोंग करते हो, चेन्नई से लेके बैंगलोर चले जाओ अगर पढ़ना ही है तो। कलकत्ता चले जाओ पढ़ने, मतलब पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं है बॉम्बे। बॉम्बे है अगर इंडस्ट्री में काम करना है। वो हर शहर का एक टेम्परामेंट होता है, तो मुंबई का वो पढ़ने वाला टेम्परामेंट नहीं है, काम करने वाला टेम्परामेंट है। तो अगर तुम्हें काम करना है तो मुंबई से अच्छा शहर नहीं है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट। बट देन काम कौन सा, अगर फिल्म प्रोडक्शन में जाना है तो बॉम्बे इज द बेस्ट प्लेस। बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली नॉर्थ का आदमी चेन्नई में जाके प्रोडक्शन में दिक्कत आएगी, लौट के ही आना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो लैंग्वेज बैरियर से लेके बहुत सारे बैरियर्स आ जाएंगे। अब तुम्हें अगर चले जाओगे त्रिवेंद्रम, चले जाओगे तिरुवनंतपुरम, चले जाओगे, तो तुम कितने भी अच्छे प्रोडक्शन में से वहाँ इंडस्ट्री में काम करने में दिक्कत आएगी। तो वो नॉर्थ के आदमी को थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती है। तो इसलिए शहर की जगह तुम काम के आधार पर तय करो। तो बॉम्बे के लिए अगर फिल्म प्रोडक्शन जाना है, बॉम्बे इज द राइट प्लेस। एडवर्टाइजिंग के लिए अच्छा, और तुम पढ़ना भी चाहते हो, तो जो ऑप्शंस हैं बॉम्बे में वो मैं बता देता हूँ। एक ऑप्शन तो विस्लिंग वुड्स का ले सकते हो, बट देयर इज अ कॉशन, इट्स अ कॉस्टली इंस्टीट्यूट, एक्सपेंसिव, इट्स टू कॉस्टली। तो अगर तुम्हारी पॉकेट अलाउ करती है, मतलब तुम्हारे पास सरप्लस पैसा है, तब विस्लिंग वुड में जाओ। अगर तुम्हारे पास लिमिटेड मीन्स है तो विस्लिंग वुड में मत जाओ, ठीक है। दूसरा ऑप्शन फिल्म प्रोडक्शन के लिए, फिल्म प्रोडक्शन में पढ़ने के लिए। दूसरा ऑप्शन फिल्म प्रोडक्शन में आगे पढ़ाई के लिए बॉम्बे में। दूसरा ऑप्शन है जेवियर्स में चले जाओ, ठीक है। जेवियर्स में भी जो फिल्म प्रोडक्शन का डिपार्टमेंट है वो अच्छा है। और उसके बाद, और अच्छी बात क्या है, जैसे जेवियर्स के बारे में बता, अच्छी बात क्या है, इट्स नॉट एन एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन द वे वी लुक एट द एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन, इट इज अ ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड। तो वहां जो तुम्हें प्रोडक्शन पढ़ाने आएंगे वो बहुत सारे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लोग ही पढ़ाने आएंगे। जेवियर जैसे इंस्टीट्यूट बैंक ऑन प्रोफेशनल्स फॉर टीचिंग, नॉट ऑन टीचर्स फॉर टीचिंग, राइट। तो तुम्हें वही लोग पढ़ाएंगे जो तुम्हें बाद में काम देंगे। तो तुम्हारी इंडस्ट्री में जो एंट्री है वो इजी हो जाएगी, ठीक है। तो अगर बॉम्बे जाना है तो जेवियर्स का ऑप्शन ले सकते हो। ये विस्लिंग वुड से बेटर इस सेंस में है कि कम पैसे में होगा और जल्दी हो जाएगा, 1 साल का उनका कोर्स है, ठीक है। दूसरा, अगर बॉम्बे जाना है एडवर्टाइजिंग, देन जो जेवियर्स का एडवर्टाइजिंग का कोर्स है वो बेस्ट, इवन दैट्स बेटर देन द आईएमसी कोर्स, इन द सेंस कि आईएमसी में भी आपको फाइट करनी पड़ेगी पढ़ाई के बाद नौकरी के लिए, बट वहां जेवियर्स में आप जाएंगे तो एडवर्टाइजिंग की पढ़ाई पूरी होने से पहले ही आपकी नौकरी आपको मिल जाएगी। तो बॉम्बे जाना है तो इस इन चीजों के लिए जा सकते हो जो मैंने बताया। पढ़ाई अदरवाइज स्टडीज के लिए बॉम्बे चूज मत करना, स्टडीज इन द एरियाज व्हिच आई एक्सप्लेन, ओनली दैट।
Okay, so the next query is what course is beneficial for the field of content writing?
कंटेंट राइटिंग इंडिया में जिस तरह की है, मतलब जितना मुझे अभी तक समझ में आया, it is basically reproduction of the content. इंडिया की जो कंटेंट इंडस्ट्री है मेजरली, वो देयर आर नो ओरिजिनल कंटेंट्स। तो तुम्हारे पास राइटिंग स्किल्स तो ऑब्वियसली अंडरस्टूड है कि राइटिंग स्किल्स होनी चाहिए कंटेंट राइटिंग के लिए। योर लैंग्वेज हैज टू बी गुड, इट हैज टू बी टू गुड। लैंग्वेज ग्रामर वाइज और लैंग्वेज जब मैं कहता हूँ तो मेरे लिए लैंग्वेज के दो मायने होते हैं, दो मीनिंग। एक तो यू हैव टू बी ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट ऑलवेज, to the extent possible. Obviously there can be no such standards fixed कि बस यही perfect है, but then when I say this grammar wise means तुम्हारे tenses ठीक होने चाहिए। तो जो content writing में जाना चाहता है वो अपना थोड़ा reality check कर ले कि वो ठीक है कि नहीं है, किसी को दिखा ले टीचर को कि ये मैंने राइटअप लिखा है, तो उससे पता लग जाएगा, टीचर बता देगा कहाँ फ्लॉज है। तो टेंस परफेक्ट होनी चाहिए। ज्यादातर लोग टेंसेस में फंसते हैं, दैट इज वन। टू, तुम्हारे पास वर्ड्स होने चाहिए, वोकैबुलरी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। 99% पीपल सफर फ्रॉम दैट। आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, आपको शब्द नहीं मिलता, ठीक है। राइटिंग में फिर भी थोड़ा गनीमत है कि आप ढूंढ सकते हैं, लेकिन ढूंढने के लिए भी आपके पास समझ होनी चाहिए। तो ऑलवेज मैं हर एक को सजेस्ट करूंगा जो राइटिंग, क्योंकि राइटिंग सबके लिए जरूरी है, जितनी भी बातें हमने की, यू मस्ट ऑलवेज टेक द हेल्प ऑफ गूगल। गूगल है तो उसकी हेल्प लेनी चाहिए। आपने कुछ लिखा, आपको अप्रोप्रिएट वर्ड नहीं मिल रहा है, लेकिन जो वर्ड आपको स्ट्राइक कर रहा है, आप उसके सिनोनिम ढूंढ लीजिए, ठीक है। आपको 20 सिनोनिम मिल गए, बेस्ट पिकअप कर लीजिए। दूसरा ऑप्शन बता सकता हूँ, आप गूगल पे जाइए, थिसाइरस पे चले जाइए। आई डू नॉट नो हाउ मेनी पीपल यूज थिसाइरस, आई डू। मैं जो भी बता रहा हूँ मैं सारा खुद यूज करता हूँ, अभी भी यूज करता हूँ, सुबह से शाम तक यूज करता हूँ। तो वो मैं जो करता हूँ वही बता सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मैं टीचिंग पे आने के बाद भी मैं आई एम लेस टीचर, आई एम मोर ए प्रैक्टिशनर। मेरा काम करने का तरीका प्रैक्टिशनर की तरह से है। आई ट्राई टू डू द बेस्ट, टू हैव द बेस्ट ऑफ द राइटिंग, टू हैव द बेस्ट ऑफ द एडिटिंग ऑफ ए कॉपी, और उसमें बहुत टाइम लगाता हूँ। तो मैं जो भी कंटेंट राइटिंग करना चाहता है उसके लिए तो ये मस्ट है। और आपका राइटिंग के लिए एक और बहुत क्वालिटी बहुत जरूरी है, वो है रीडिंग। अगर आप अच्छे रीडर, एविड रीडर नहीं है, यू कैन नेवर बी ए गुड राइटर, ठीक है। अगर आपको 4 घंटे रोज लिखना है तो 4 घंटे पढ़ने की आदत भी डालो। जो पढ़ना है पढ़ो, आई एम नॉट डिसाइडिंग कि क्या पढ़ना है। तुम फिक्शन ही पढ़ो, तुम बायोग्राफीज पढ़ो, ऑटोबायोग्राफीज पढ़ो, जनरल रीडिंग करो, लेकिन पढ़ो, जो इंटरेस्ट आता है वो पढ़ो। जब तक पढ़ोगे नहीं, तुम्हारी लैंग्वेज कभी भी अच्छी नहीं होगी। और जब तक लैंग्वेज अच्छी नहीं होगी, कंटेंट राइटिंग में इन द लॉन्ग रन नहीं चलोगे। अभी तो चल जाओगे, क्योंकि अभी सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कंटेंट राइटर्स की जरूरत है एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। तो कोई भी तुम्हें 10-15 हजार की नौकरी दे देगा, बट सिर्फ हर एक को नौकरी तक नहीं सोचना है। 1 साल बाद कहाँ पहुंचोगे, 2 साल बाद कहाँ पहुंचोगे, 5 साल बाद कहाँ पहुंचोगे, ये तुम्हारी प्लानिंग में अभी से होना चाहिए। केवल ये नहीं नौकरी मिल जाए, बट नौकरी मिल गई देन व्हाट। ये ना हो कि तुम 5 साल बाद भी 10,000 से 20,000, 20,000 से 25,000 पे पहुंचे, और 5 साल के बाद फिर जॉब ही नहीं मिल रहा, यू बिकम रिडेंडेंट फॉर द इंडस्ट्री। ये ना हो। तो एक तो लर्निंग को ऑनगोइंग रखना है, अपनी ग्रामर ठीक करना है, ग्रामर लैंग्वेज को ठीक करना, और लैंग्वेज में तुम्हारा एक्सप्रेशन बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए। एक्सप्रेशन से मतलब है कि तुम जो ज्यादातर लोगों की जो प्रॉब्लम है, सब लोग सफर करते हैं, मेजोरिटी ऑफ पीपल। मैं कुछ लिखना चाहता हूँ, मेरे पास थॉट भी है, लैंग्वेज भी है, लेकिन एक्सप्रेशन मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है, तो मैं लिखना कुछ और चाहता हूँ, लिख कुछ और देता हूँ। दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम, ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबडी सफर्स फ्रॉम दिस प्रॉब्लम। तो तुम्हें इन सारी चीजों को ठीक करना पड़ेगा, कांस्टेंट राइटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, और एक और चीज राइटिंग इंप्रूव करने, always take the help of somebody who you feel knows better than you. जिसको भी लगता है तुमसे ज्यादा जानता है, या ईगो वगैरह को बीच में मत लाना। अपने किसी फ्रेंड को दिखा सकते हो जो तुमसे राइटिंग में बेटर है, अपने पेरेंट्स को दिखा सकते हो अगर वो अच्छा लिखते हैं, अपने टीचर को दिखा सकते हो, उनका इनपुट ले सकते हो। तो इस तरह से रोज लिखो, रोज इनपुट लो, राइटिंग इंप्रूव करो। वंस यू डू दिस, तो तुम शुरू तो कंटेंट राइटिंग से करोगे किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, बट इवेंचुअली यू विल ग्रो एज ए राइटर, और फिर इंडस्ट्री में तुम्हारी प्राइस होगी, ये आदमी अच्छा लिखता है तो इसको ले आओ। फिर तुम प्राइस दे सकते हो, 2 साल में तुम 1 लाख रुपए कमा रहे होगे, क्योंकि तुम्हारे पास जो राइटिंग कैपेबिलिटी है वो किसी के पास नहीं। तो ये ध्यान रख के कंटेंट राइटिंग करो। सिर्फ ओपनिंग के लिहाज से मत करो, ओपनिंग्स बहुत है कंटेंट राइटिंग में, बट देन वो ओपनिंग्स बहुत लंबी दूर तक तुम्हें नहीं ले जाएंगी, क्योंकि तुमको कोई क्या करेगा, तुमको एनवायरमेंट के ऊपर लिखवा रहा है, वो तुम्हें 4 वेबसाइट दे देगा कि यहाँ यहाँ मिलेगा, 4 बुक्स पकड़ा देगा, फिर कहेगा पढ़ो और इस टॉपिक पे 100 वर्ड्स लिख दो। तो लेकिन ये रास्ता बहुत दूर तक नहीं ले जाएगा जब तक तुम अपनी ग्रोथ पे खुद ही थोड़ी मेहनत नहीं करो।
Another concern is, should I take a break and get some work experience before going for masters, or should I do masters right after graduation and then step into the industry?
Both the options are good. Both the options can be taken up, obviously. Right? I mean, it all depends. It all depends on your comfort level, on your confidence level, and on the circumstances. सपोज तुम एडवर्टाइजिंग इंडस्ट्री में जाना चाहते हो और तुम 2 महीने 3 महीने 4 महीने तक ट्राई करते रहो जॉब के लिए, तो तुम किसी को भी अप्रोच करोगे एज ए जॉब सीकर, नौकरी चाहिए तो यहाँ से वहां से वहां, क्योंकि अभी एज ए बिगनर तुम्हारे पास वो नहीं है जो इंडस्ट्री की रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो तुम्हें पहला स्टेप लेने में ही दिक्कत आएगी। बट सपोज तुमने ज्वाइन कर लिया एमसी का कोर्स 1 साल, जेवियर्स का कोर्स कर लिया 1 साल के बाद यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट ए जॉब। तो ये वाला रास्ता भी है कि पढ़ लिया फिर जॉब ले लिया, या somehow you want to join the industry right away और तुम्हें मिल गया तो ले लो, मिल गया तो ले लो, मत छोड़ो। 1 साल काम करो, वो अपनी नॉलेज लो, अपना एक्सपीरियंस लो, फिर नेक्स्ट लेवल के लिए कहीं पढ़ने चले जाओ, तो एडमिशन भी आसानी से हो जाएगा और तुम्हारे पास जो ये एक्सपीरियंस होगा ये तुम्हें पे भी करेगा, तुम्हारी पढ़ाई भी बेटर होगी। अभी जैसे तुम लोग क्या फेस कर रहे हो, जो 3 साल से ज्यादातर लोगों ने फेस किया होगा, तुम्हें सारा कुछ पढ़ाया गया, इतने डाइवर्स तरीके के पेपर्स हुए, हमारे सारे टीचर्स ने इतनी मेहनत की, लेकिन अभी क्या हुआ, तुम ज्यादातर लोग, नॉट एवरीबडी बट मोस्ट ऑफ देम have been suffering from a problem for the last 3 years. What is that problem? You were never be there in a position wherein you could appreciate what we were trying to deliver. तो हमारी सारी मेहनत का रिजल्ट क्यों नहीं निकला या नहीं निकला टू वॉट एवर एक्सटेंट, उसके पीछे रीजन ये है कि तुम लोग मेंटली अपने को उस स्टेट में नहीं ला पाए जहां पर तुम अप्रिशिएट कर पाओ कि जो तुम्हारे लिए किया जा रहा है वो तुम्हारे लिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो 3 साल के बाद तुम्हें समझ में आएगा कि अरे मैंने ये कर लिया होता तो अच्छा था, ये मैंने क्यों छोड़ दिया, लेकिन वो फिर रिपेंट करोगे और तो कुछ नहीं। बट इट हैपेंस इफ यू आर नॉट मैच्योर इनफ, मेंटली मैच्योर, नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एज तो वही रहेगी 18 से 20 साल वाले ही हो कि एज में ही तुम बैचलर्स करोगे, लेकिन तुम समझ नहीं पाए जो तुम्हें लेना था, तो जो उपलब्ध भी था उससे तुम्हें फायदा नहीं मिला। जब इंडस्ट्री में जाओगे 1 साल काम करोगे तो तुम्हें समझ में आ जाएगा कि तुमने क्या मिस किया जो तुम्हें नहीं मिला, फिर तुम उसको लेने के लिए पढ़ने जाओगे। तो जो तुम 1 साल इंडस्ट्री में काम करने के बाद पढ़ाई करोगे तो तुम उस पढ़ाई की कीमत समझोगे और देन यू विल ट्राई टू गेट द मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट फ्रॉम दैट स्टडी। तो इसलिए वो कोर्स भी अच्छा है, इसमें कोई बुराई नहीं।
What are the qualifications and experiences required for working in Reuters or AP?
कोई एक्स्ट्रा क्वालिफिकेशंस नहीं, बस यही है कि वो वहां अगर कोई ओपनिंग्स होगी, मैं तुम्हें अभी बता सकता हूँ ओपनिंग्स, लेकिन वो एंट्री लेवल इतनी टफ है कि आप उसको क्लियर कर नहीं पाओगे। एंट्री पॉइंट मतलब ये इंडियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की तरह नहीं है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दिस इज ट्रू, वी ऑल हैव टू एडमिट। तुम लोग अभी पीआर के सेशन में तुम में से कितने लोग थे, आई डू नॉट नो, डे बिफोर यस्टरडे, तो जो थे वो मेरी बात को जल्दी समझ जाएंगे। हमारा जो लेवल है इंडिया में प्रोफेशनल्स का, वो वेस्ट के लोगों से बहुत अलग है और बहुत कम है। छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, जो लोग इस सेशन में थे वो बहुत जल्दी रिलेट कर लेंगे। हमने 7 बजे सेशन रखा था और जो हमारे 2 लोग यूएस से जुड़े थे, जहां पर उस समय मॉर्निंग का 8:30 था, हमारे यहाँ शाम का 7 बज रहा था, उनका मॉर्निंग का 8:30 था। और जो यूके से जुड़ी थी लेडी, वहां पे दिन का टाइम 1:30 था। तो 8:30 वाले को सुबह 6 6:30 बजे उठ के तैयार होना पड़ा होगा। लेकिन हमारे 7 बजे के टाइम के हिसाब से वो दोनों, एक लेडी आ गई थी 6:45 पे, एक आ गई थी 6:50 पे, और 7 बजे तक हमारे 16 या 17 स्टूडेंट ने ज्वाइन किया था। ठीक है, उसके बाद हमने फिर सारे टीचर्स लगे कि ज्वाइन करो, तब तुमने ज्वाइन किया। नाउ इस स्टोरी से आप ये समझ लीजिए कि हमारा जो वर्क कल्चर है इंडिया का और जो वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज का वर्क कल्चर है, उसमें जमीन आसमान का अंतर है। तो अगर तुम उस वेस्ट के हिसाब से काम करना चाहते हो, इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में काम करना चाहते हो, तो तुम्हें पहले अपने को कल्चरली ठीक करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, जहां पे आप टाइम की कीमत समझें, समय से काम करें। तो अब आपको पता लगा कि किसी क्लाइंट ने सुबह 8 बजे बुलाया, आपने कहा अरे मैं तो आज 10 बजे सो के ही उठता हूँ, तो नहीं चलेगा। ठीक है, तो पहले तो अपना वर्क कल्चर ठीक करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप किसी भी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, मेरे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो बहुत सारे इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में काम करते हैं, तो मेरे लिए तो बहुत आसान है, मैं किसी को भी कनेक्ट कर सकता हूँ। बट वो सब अपना रास्ता तय करके गए, बहुत मेहनत करके गए हैं। तो मैं अगर किसी को रिकमेंड भी करूँ, वो तुमसे बात करेंगे, पता लग जाएगा तुम्हें तो दम ही नहीं है, तो कहेंगे अरे सर ऐसे स्टूडेंट के लिए क्यों बोल रहे हैं। तो पहले रास्ता तय करो अपना। रास्ता तय करना है, पहले अपना वर्क कल्चर ठीक करो, अपना थोड़ा नॉलेज एनहेंसमेंट करो, इंडियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में 1 साल 2 साल काम करो, फिर एस्पायर करो। तब तक तुम्हारी ट्रेनिंग मैच्योरिटी हो जाएगी, और तुम अगर चाहते हो तो तुम फिर अपने को तुम्हें तैयार कर लोगे तब तक, वेयर इन यू कैन एस्पायर फॉर हैविंग ए जॉब इन सम गुड इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन।
One more question is that I want to know from where I can do my masters in through correspondence, as I want to do job and my masters together. So,
सबसे आसान जगह जहां से सब करते हैं वहीं से तुम भी कर लो। देयर इज एन यूनिवर्सिटी इन हिसार, तो वहां से कर लो, सबसे आसानी से हो जाएगा। उनका एनुअल सिस्टम है, साल में एक एग्जाम होगा, 4 या 5 पेपर्स होंगे, तो साल में तुम्हें 5 पेपर्स देने होंगे, 2 साल में 8 9 पेपर्स देने होंगे, एक डिसर्टेशन जमा करना होगा, और तुम्हें डिग्री मिल जाएगी। और सबसे आसानी से वही मिलेगी। हालांकि इग्नू ने भी शायद अभी शुरू किया है, चेक कर लेना, अपना मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम लॉन्च कर दिया है इग्नू ने भी अपना, वो भी कर सकते। इट्स अ गुड प्रोग्राम, क्योंकि उनके यहाँ मास्टर्स नहीं था, वो पीजी डिप्लोमा ही चलाते थे इतने पिछले सालों से, 20 साल से। अभी 2020 में ही उन्होंने अपना मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया 2 साल का। तो वो भी ऑप्शन देख लो, डिटेल्स तुम गूगल करके उनकी वेबसाइट पे जाके देख लो, क्योंकि मैंने उनके लिए एक यूनिट लिखी थी, सो दैट इज हाउ आई नो कि उनका जो स्टडी में, क्योंकि इग्नू का स्टडी मटेरियल बहुत अच्छा होता है, तो इग्नू से करोगे, क्योंकि जो हिसार का स्टडी मटेरियल है वो आउटडेटेड है, वो उन्होंने 20 साल पहले लिखा होगा, उसको चेंज नहीं किया है। लेकिन चूंकि इग्नू ने पिछले साल ही शुरू किया है, और मैंने ही जैसे बताया एक यूनिट लिखी है उनके लिए, तो उन्होंने लास्ट ईयर ही तक सारा है, तो बहुत अपडेट एंड करंट तुम्हें सारा स्टडी मटेरियल मिलेगा, वो तुम्हें बेनिफिट होगा इग्नू।
इंटरनेशनल पॉलिटिकल रिलेशंस में मास्टर्स करने का ऑप्शंस।
जेएनयू।
स्कोप ऑफ इवेंट मैनेजमेंट आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन, इसके लिए क्या कर सकते
बेस्ट इज कि बॉम्बे में 2 इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, चूज एनी वन ऑफ देम। सबसे आसान तरीका है इवेंट मैनेजमेंट इंडस्ट्री में घुसने का। मुझे नाम अभी इमीडिएटली याद नहीं है, क्योंकि इवेंट मैनेजमेंट इज नॉट माय फोर्टे, बट स्टिल मैं नाम पूछ के बता दूंगा अगर कोई इंटरेस्टेड है तो। दूसरा ऑप्शन ये है कि तुम इंडस्ट्री में नौकरी ज्वाइन कर लो, तुम्हें इवेंट मैनेजमेंट में नौकरी की जरूरत है, मैं दिलवा सकता हूँ, नॉट ए प्रॉब्लम। बट देन उसमें कितना टाइम लगेगा, कितना रास्ता तय करना होगा, दैट आई कैन नेवर कमिट। और इवेंट मैनेजमेंट इंडस्ट्री में भी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू वांट टू डू, दैट इज वन। क्योंकि बहुत डाइवर्सिफाइड जॉब्स हैं इवेंट मैनेजमेंट इंडस्ट्री में भी। तो एक तो ये कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ थिंग यू वांट टू डू एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ जॉब इज अवेलेबल, ये एक देखना पड़ेगा कितना मैच होता है। बट स्टिल जो लोग इवेंट इंडस्ट्री में जाना चाहते हैं, आई कैन प्रोवाइड यू द एवेन्यूज।
इवेंट मैनेजमेंट में मास्टर्स का भी ऑप्शंस
नहीं, कोई ऑप्शन नहीं, इंडिया में कोई मास्टर्स इवेंट मैनेजमेंट में नहीं।
ओके, एंड आई वांट टू परस्यू मास्टर्स इन ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज।
उसके लिए तो फिर एमबीए करना पड़ेगा, एमबीए करना पड़ेगा। और दूसरा ऑप्शन बता सकता हूँ मैं, चेक कर लो गूगल से, क्योंकि मैं इमीडिएटली नहीं बता सकता सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, बट बता सकता हूँ कहाँ मिलेगा। तो दूसरा तुम चेक कर लो माइका में, मुद्रा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन अहमदाबाद, ठीक है। तो वहां पे मुद्रा में चेक कर लो, तुम्हें वहां पर बहुत ही जिस मतलब नॉट एग्जैक्टली एचआर होगा, बहुत डाइवर्स तरीके के कोर्सेज हैं उनके। तो मे बी कि तुम्हें अपने मतलब का कोर्स वहां पे मिल जाए।
Then regarding government jobs after BJMC degree, how should we prepare for them?
गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री में होते हैं। पहला, इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री हैज 2 levels of jobs, right? One is group A officers, another is group B officers, right? ग्रुप ए ऑफिसर्स का जो रिक्रूटमेंट है वो आईएएस के थ्रू होता है, सिविल सर्विसेज के थ्रू होता है। सिविल सर्विसेज में एक ऑप्शन है, जो एलाइड सर्विसेज होती हैं उसमें एक ऑप्शन है इंडियन इंफॉर्मेशन सर्विस। तो अगर क्लास 1 ऑफिसर आप ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं मीडिया साइड में गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में, तो आपको आईएएस देना पड़ेगा, और उसमें एलाइड सर्विसेज में इंडियन इंफॉर्मेशन सर्विस को ऑप्ट करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। ये तो एक तरीका हो गया। दूसरा तरीका है ग्रुप बी ऑफिसर्स। ग्रुप बी ऑफिसर्स का जो रिक्रूटमेंट है वो ऑलमोस्ट हर साल होता है, वैकेंसीज आती है। और वैकेंसीज कब आएंगी, इसके लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट न्यूज को पढ़ना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए और कोई तुम्हें नहीं बता सकता। एम्प्लॉयमेंट न्यूज आई थिंक सबको पता ही होगा, तो एम्प्लॉयमेंट न्यूज को रेगुलर पढ़ना होगा, ठीक है। उसमें वैकेंसीज आती हैं इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री की। तो इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री, उसमें कंडीशन ये है, उन जो भी वैकेंसी आती है, वन हैज टू हैव ए बैचलर्स और द मास्टर्स डिग्री इन जर्नलिज्म एंड मास कम्युनिकेशन, वो एसेंशियल क्वालिफिकेशन, ठीक है। उसके बाद वो एक रिटन टेस्ट लेते हैं, फिर इंटरव्यू लेते हैं और उसके बाद सेलेक्ट करते हैं। If you are selected in that, then you will be posted in any of the departments under Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. These departments include PIB, Publications Division, RNI, Register Newspaper for India, and then the Films Division. Now, I mean, these organizations 2, 3 are being merged. फिल्म डिवीजन इज बीइंग मर्ज्ड विद एनएफडीसी। तो जितने ये सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की आईएनबी मिनिस्ट्री की बॉडीज हैं, इनमें तुम्हारा पोस्टिंग, ठीक है। ये दूसरा तरीका हुआ। तीसरा तरीका है, गवर्नमेंट ने अभी कुछ साल पहले ये सरकार ने एक मीडिया सेंटर बनाया है। दिस मीडिया सेंटर इज इन ऑन दिस रायसीना रोड, राइट। This media center also advertise post time to time. ये एक न्यूज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की तरह काम करता है सरकार के प्रमोशन और पब्लिसिटी के लिए। तो लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट दे जनरेट, ठीक है। तो ये बहुत ही स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट मीडिया सेंटर है, और ये बीच बीच में वैकेंसी आती रहती है, वो तुम्हें फिर निगाह रखनी पड़ेगी, ऐसे कोई नहीं बता सकता तुम्हें, ठीक है। और आई कैन टेल यू दिस कि तुम्हारी जो अभी टीचर थी कृतिका सती, शी हैज ज्वाइंड, ठीक है। तो वो तीसरा एवेन्यू हुआ। चौथा एवेन्यू क्या है? चौथा एवेन्यू ये है कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं। हर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का डिपार्टमेंट होता है, अलग अलग स्टेट में उनके अलग अलग नाम है, बट कॉमनली इट्स अ डिपार्टमेंट विच वी कॉल इंफॉर्मेशन एंड पब्लिक रिलेशंस डिपार्टमेंट, समथिंग लाइक दैट। थोड़ा थोड़ा नाम अलग अलग हो सकता है अलग अलग स्टेट्स में। इनके यहाँ लगातार वैकेंसीज आती है और इनका जो एग्जामिनेशन है वो स्टेट लेवल के वो जो भी बॉडीज हैं, जैसे सेंटर में यूपीएससी है, हर स्टेट में एक स्टेट पब्लिक सर्विसेज कमीशन होता है, तो नॉर्मली उनके थ्रू सिलेक्शंस। तो वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में आपकी नौकरी लगेगी और आपके पास जो मेन जॉब होगा, एक ही मेन जॉब है वहां पे, वो है यू विल ज्वाइन एज एन इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर. So you will be posted either in the state capital, in the information directorate of that state, or you will be posted in any of the districts of that state as a district information officer. Right? ये चौथा एवेन्यू हुआ. पांचवा एवेन्यू हुआ कि अगर सरकारी, पूरी सरकारी नहीं, लेकिन अगर चाहो तो तुम पीएसयूज में जॉब तुम्हें मिल सकता है. पब्लिक सर्विस, पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग्स में जॉब मिल सकता है, जो मोर और लेस सरकारी कंपनियां ही होती हैं. पीएसयू मीन सरकारी कंपनी होती है. ठीक है, तो ये पीएसयूज भी, पीएसयूज का मतलब हुआ चाहे ओएनजीसी ले लो, इंडियन ऑयल ले लो, एनटीपीसी ले लो, इस तरह के जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं उनका अपना पीआर सेटअप होता है, तो वहां पे आपको जॉब मिल सकता है. और बेसिकली यही. इसके अलावा जो डिफेंस सर्विसेज हैं वो भी काफी लोगों को रखते हैं अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन और पीआर साइड में, वहां भी ये जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सकती है. तो ये मेनली यही सरकारी सेटअप में यही जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज.